4 weeks. Kasi we've been hearing about different occurrences when each of the seals on the scrolls are broken. We have how many seals po? Seven. Okay. Now my question is this towards these 7 seals. Ano po ang reaction niyo? Paano niyo po tinanggap ang message about the breaking of these seals? Did anyone, meron po ba sa atin na natakot? Or nataranta, nabahala, or even nawalan ng pag-asa? Or nagsabi kay Lord, Lord, wag muna po kasi hindi pa ako naka-boyfriend. Or meron po ba sa atin na nagsabi na, or napatanong sa ating sarili, handa na ba ako for this time? Am I ready to face what is being said in Revelation? Or maybe there are some of us here that have felt now, wala lang. Wa epek, deadma. Because we think we have nothing, or this has nothing to do with us. Dahil this is a judgment, we say, for unbelievers or the ungodly. Or baka sabihin mo, patay ka na when this happens. Pero let me remind us po, we don't know. We don't really know when these things will happen. Kaya I liken them to like road signs. They're there to warn. They're there to remind us about what is to come, be it sooner or later. In our effort to remind ourselves, balikan po muna natin saglit ang 7 seals na ito. So yung unang seal, which was brought about the white horse and its rider, we will know that there will be wars, deceptions, and lies. Okay, following that, there will be violence and bloodshed. And third seal, there will be economic control and magdudulot ito ng starvation para sa marami. And then the fourth seal will be about terrible suffering, and 1/4 of the world's population will die. Fifth seal, we learned about the martyrs of faith na namatay, and also the countless souls that were saved during the tribulation time. The sixth seal was about God's wrath on the universe. Okay, sorry. Advance ang pindot ko, sorry. And the seventh seal describes the instrument of God's judgment and the beginning of great sorrows. I don't know about you, but when we were going through the 7 seals, there were times I said, sana hindi na lang mangyari ito. Sana'y baliwala na lang ni Lord. But this is something that has been foretold. And if we really believe in the prophetic role of revelation sa Bible, then we can say that everything that is written in this book is going to happen. So kaya instead of saying na sana po hindi na mangyari, our attitude should be, okay, mangyayari ito, dapat paghandaan na lang. And of course, we can say our faith will see us through no matter what. Ang pag-uusapan natin, or our meditation for this afternoon, will focus on the actual judgments that will happen in the end times. So remember po yung pinag-usapan natin before, yun pa lang ay patikim sa mga mangyayari during the end times. Now, what we're going to be learning about or discovering is kung ano na talaga ang mangyayari kapag end times na. How many of you have seen end-of-the-world movies like The Day After Tomorrow, or Legion, or Armageddon, or Deep Impact? All of these, and there are a lot more, talk about how some catastrophic calamity will destroy the earth, and specifically cities in the United States. Wala pa akong nakitang movie na yung taga-Pilipinas ay mamamatay dahil sa itong mga catastrophic. Bakit kaya puro sa states? But anyway, whether it's in the United States or it's in our country or wherever, these incidents really, have, parang na may pangamba ka sa puso mo. And it also made me question, can these events really happen? Do you think it's possible na magugunaw yung mundo? Mawa-wipe out ang mga tao. And maiiwan na lang yung mga zombies. Who do you want to be? The zombie or the one that is wiped out? Or ang naiwan para kainin ng mga zombie? Either way, we have to know and we have to acknowledge that the judgment day will arrive. And we know na mas malala po ito kesa sa yung 7 seals na pinag-aralan natin last time. So, I will ask you, buckle up your seatbelts. Yeah. We're taking on a bumpy ride. Sana po hindi sumakit yung inyong tiyan. Now, these actual judgments are what we call trumpet judgments and bowl judgments. How many of you have taken the time to read Revelations po? Specifically, as it Beth, specifically chapter 8 and proceeding 8, 9, 10. 12 na si Tita Beth. It's good to be advanced. Actually, it's good to read, but at least you can engage more and say, okay, this is what I read. Now, these trumpet judgments and bowl judgments are actually very, sabihin natin, very fierce judgments upon the earth. But well, as I said kanina, it's good, it pays to be ready. Instead na ignorante tayo po for what is to come. Okay, so let's get ready. Pero bago po yan, this is a picture of the trumpets used in the olden time. And does anybody have an idea of what the trumpets are used for? Any idea? Warning. Okay. Any other? They signal something. Tama po ba? Yes, okay. So they either signal, they signal war coming. Or they also signal na kailangan tayo magtipon-tipon. Or pangatlo, nagsisignal sila na tayo na, hahayo na tayo, aalis na tayo dito. Well, this was very important to them kasi malaki silang group and also they didn't have other means like the cell phones to get their messages across. But every person who heard the trumpet being blown would take time to listen. Kasi very important for their survival ang trumpet na ito. And I believe it's also the same para sa atin. This is something significant to our faith as Christ's followers. So today, as the trumpets will be blown, I hope we take time to really reflect on what these 4 trumpets signify. And remember that these 4 trumpets are the trumpets of judgment on the earth. The end times. Such a controversial happening. Tama po ba? Yes, it is. Pero for us Christians, it's something na hindi dapat tayo ma-surprise. So what will happen during the end times? What kind of judgment will be given? First, how many of you have... The first will be a fierce storm. Now, today, fierce storms are known as like typhoons or hurricanes. Sino po sa atin ang nakaranas ng Typhoon Ruping, which hit Manila, and ang tindi ng baha doon and marami din namatay? How about Typhoon Yolanda or Haiyan? Were you there? Wala na dito po kayo. But I think your family members or you knew people who were affected. Okay. And there's the most recent one na tayo na apektado, which is the Typhoon Mangkut. Yung T10 po yung ating dito po sa Hong Kong, and maraming mga buildings ang were shaken up because of the strong winds. And bumahanga dyan sa may harbor front during that time. Now I believe the fierce storm that will happen during this particular time is more than the typhoons we know of today. It will actually be a storm that has not been seen before. It is a storm more violent than any other storm. It is a storm that will rain hail that looks like fire mingled with blood. It's a storm nakakaiba kasi may hail na involved. How many of you have seen hail? Yung water na naging bato or naging ice. Wala. Some of us have seen it. Sabi nila daw sa Middle East, minsan nangyayari ito. And even in other countries that have winter, minsan nangyayari ito. And sa Pilipinas, nangyari din ito. Parang mga pieces or mga bato na ice. Now, this is different because may halo siyang sand. So imagine being hit by this hail. Or, kung hindi man tayo, our vegetation. Ano kaya mangyayari sa mga mais, sa mga palay, sa mga tanim natin? Of course, they will be wiped out. They will be destroyed. And because of this hail, because of this fierce storm, ang mangyayari is that our crops and our food supply will be destroyed. And of course, magugutom ang mga tao at that time. And many would die. What a horrible, horrible situation. But wait, there's more. First trumpet pa lang po yun. The second trumpet, when it is blown, will produce a massive volcanic explosion. Now, this is a picture of Taal volcano. If you've seen Taal before siya nag-erupt, it's such a beautiful scene. Parang very scenic, beautiful. You can see the crater and you can see a lot of beautiful scenery doon. Pero nung sumabog siya, this is one of the images that it showed. And if you look at it, parang atomic bomb siya. And if you know your history and you've seen, if you've learned about Hiroshima and Nagasaki during the atomic bombing in Japan, parang ganito po ang mukha niya. And there was a wiping out of a specific area. Walang nag-survive doon po. So what will happen when the second trumpet is blown is that a massive volcanic explosion will occur. Pero ang explosion na ito will not happen on the earth surface, but it will happen under water. Alam naman po natin na meron pong mga volcanoes under the sea, tama po ba? And most of these underwater volcanoes are not very active. Usually on top of the earth ang active. But this time, when the second trumpet is blown, a massive eruption will occur under the sea. And so, what will happen is this. Siyempre, merong sasabog. First, a mass. A mass of rock as large as a mountain will fall into the ocean. And this huge rock will still be ablaze when it hits the earth. Okay. Next, this huge rock will fall into one of the seas, and 1/3 of the sea will become blood red. Following that, 1/3 of the sea life will be destroyed. And 1/3 of our ships will also be destroyed. So much destruction po will happen at this time. I wonder kung ano ang feeling ng mga tao during this time. And even the sea creatures, wow, 1/3 of them will die. Ano na lang kaya matitira? Wala ka nang vegetation, wala ka pang sea life na kakainin. Ano na lang kakainin ng mga tao at this time? Because of this massive eruption, mind you, meron tayong, I hope I'm not wrong, meron tayong 53 active volcanoes in the Philippines and 1,500 active volcanoes in the world. For me, kung ako mag-i-imagine of this time, what if lahat ito sasabog all at the same time? My goodness. Where will we go? So the result of this massive explosion or eruption are the following. Syempre, shortage of sea life for food. Devastation in our fishing industry and business. Interruption of shipping, commerce, and trade. Financial loss. And anything related to the seas. Ibig sabihin po, we wouldn't be able to escape through the ships. And we would lose all our resources, or not, if not all, but most of our resources in the sea. Again, what kind of life would it be? Third, okay pa? Okay pa tayo? The third trumpet actually refers to a astronomical occurrence that I like, which is actually a meteor shower, or what we also known as falling stars, or know as falling stars. Sino po bang nakakita na po ng falling stars? I like falling stars because they have this magical effect to it. Parang umuulan ng yung ilaw. But kasama po doon is they say, when you see a falling star, you can wish on it, and your wish will happen. I wonder what I wished for. Kaya hindi siguro totoo. Kasi hindi pa siya nangyari. Okay. But I tell us, right now, hindi po ito magical. When the third trumpet is blown, the meteoric mass or the meteoric shower will not be something magical. It will be something devastating. Bakit po? Because a huge meteor or asteroid will fall down from the sky and break into small pieces before hitting the earth. Now, I don't know if you know the phenomenon of the falling star. Bakit siya parang umiilaw pababa? Because like particles of the rocks in space, kung kapag pumapasok siya sa ating atmosphere, nababurn up siya. Parang binaburn siya ng ating atmosphere. Kaya parang yun yung effect ng light falling down. And usually, bago pa makarating siya sa Earth, matunaw na siya. Naubos na siya from the atmospheric gases, na natunaw na siya. But in this case, sobrang laki niya, na nagkawatak-watak lang siya, and then it hits different parts of the Earth. Parang siguro like Deep Impact, if that's a movie that I recall. So, this huge meteor is called wormwood. And wormwood is from a plant that is considered bitter. So, kapag dumating na siya sa Earth, sasabog siya, and parts of it will fall into our waters. And the waters will be poisoned by it. Pangalan po ng meteor daw nito is wormwood. And this will resort to shortage of clean drinking water. And of course, thirst among the people dahil wala na silang maiinom. Next, magpapanik na. So syempre, water is life. Paano na lang tayo mabuhay kung hindi ka pa nadali dun sa una na storm, sa pangalawa na volcanic eruption, maybe this time, no more water for you to drink. And this will ultimately lead to terror, fright, and agony in the minds of the people. Kasi they would say, saan na kami kukuha ng pampabuhay sa amin? Very, very difficult times during the end times. But still, there's more. And remember po, there are 7 trumpet judgments. Today we'll just see 4. So the last one refers to another very beautiful astronomical happening. And we call it the eclipse. Pero, again, this time, I don't think we will appreciate it. Dahil, when the 4th trumpet is blasted, an unusual eclipse will happen in the heavens. And this was predicted in the Bible. If you're able to read Joel 2:10, it says this: "Before them the earth shakes, the sky trembles, the sun and moon are darkened, and the stars no longer shine." And in Amos 8:9, it says, "In that day, declares the Lord, I will make the sun go down at noon and darken the earth in broad daylight." Imagine, the sun going down sa tanghaling tapat pa lang. How many of us have experienced eclipses before? I think 1 or 2 or 3 times it has happened already for us. And actually, it's a little scary kasi mainit siya, for example, like this, and then bigla na lang dumilim. But this time, for regular eclipses ngayon, it's just for a particular time. Minsan minutes, minsan hours. But this one, may permanency po siya. Una,